With this rose distillation, I wanted to switch it up to the small copper still, which is, I believe it's a 10 liter. I'd have to look back because this was one of the first stills that I brought. But the roses that I picked, they were tended to for the last 2 years, and they really thanked me for it this year. I ended up with a lot of roses from this one area. So right now I have distilled water mostly in the pot. I'm actually gonna add some rose hydrosol as well. Not a ton of it, but just a little. Just to kind of make this distillation super interesting. All right, I will put it together and then we will start the still. Because there were so many roses from this gathering, we're going to put some in the belly of the still. So you want to just push that down. And this again is water with a little bit of rose hydrosol. And you need to make sure you have some headroom so you can kind of see it comes up to about here on the still. And then this is the column. We stick that on top, push it down, and then we start putting the rose petals in here. And I just want to say, these smell so amazing. And if I can get another crop out of them, the next batch I will tincture so that I can eventually vacuum distill them to make an absolute. I have to. They just smell amazing. They're not the rugosa, but they're not the new cultivar. They smell like a very sweet wild rose, to be honest. So I still have to identify them. That's one of the things I'm kind of learning as I go, is how to figure out what grows here in California, as I'm originally from Canada, so I really know my plants in Canada. All right, and we still have some, so we might have to get creative with the extra. Something's looking strange here. So I decided to try our copper essencer, which is a essential oil separator. And I've never used it before, and I could never find any videos on how to use it, but I did figure it out. And so the beaker here is where the essential oil is meant to go to, and this is where the hydrosol goes to. And obviously, because of clearance, I can't have a larger beaker underneath it, and so I just have to watch and transfer it into a larger container. But it's still filling up at this point. I will say this, it's a distillation that I'm taking really slow because we are talking rose petals and we want to be kind and gentle to them. But the scent is absolutely exquisite. It just makes my heart sing. It's wonderful. And if you ever have a chance to distill wild roses or any kind of beautiful roses, it's just a must. It's incredible. Now I have this still taped up at the seams. Basically, you want to make sure that you don't have escaping steam. And as you can see, I need to do this one here. I just wanted to show that I was initially confused in terms of the whole using rye flour, which to me just sounded like a just crazy mess, as opposed to the electrician's tape. So this is what I use, and I get it at Home Depot. You can get it super cheap there. A roll is like $1 or $1.50, something like that. And it seals your still. So I'm going to finish sealing this and throw some ice in this, which is the condenser, and fire it up, and we'll start making some rose water and maybe even some rose oil. We'll see. Hi everybody, I just wanted to let you know that the Aroma Summit has just about ended. Our speakers are now done, and I just wanted to say that I had a wonderful time doing it. I loved the Q&A. I definitely want to do more of those kinds of live events. And now it's time for me to get back to work and figure out what I'm going to do as my next giveaway. I have some really wonderful distillation projects coming up that I'll be posting on YouTube with little snippets on Facebook and Instagram. And some of it will include wonderful aromatics that I've been foraging, such as roses and cistus and all kinds of wonderful things that grow here in Northern California. So I hope you'll join me. And again, my thanks for those of you who were able to listen to my talk and get in on the Aroma Summit and hear some wonderful people speak about aromatherapy and natural perfumery.